Now, a £4 million project to build a brand new stretch of canal in Gloucestershire is just months away from being finished. The new waterway goes through the Whitminster Roundabout, close to the original route of the Stroudwater navigation, which was filled in when the M5 was constructed. Our Gloucestershire reporter, Steve Knibbs, is at Whitminster for us now, and it looks lovely up there, Steve.
It's glorious, Alex. You can see what this current stretch of the Stroudwater navigation from the 18th century looks like today. About 1.5 miles in that direction is Saw Junction, which is still in use today. The eventual plan is that it'll all join up and boaters and visitors can come in from the national network right into the centre of Stroud, where 5 miles of the canal has already been beautifully restored. There's still a lot of work to be done. They're not just digging out and refilling stretches of the canal like this, but the major engineering project that we're talking about today. This is that new stretch of canal that's coming right through the centre of Whitminster Roundabout that, as you said already, replaces the stretch that was unceremoniously filled in when the M5 was built. As engineering projects go, this is pretty unique. It's rare to build a stretch of canal from scratch, but this is historically important. Slap bang through the middle of a roundabout, this is putting back something that was taken away when the motorway superseded the then outdated waterway.
When the A38 in the 70s was converted into a dual carriageway and a large roundabout was put in, that isolated Bristol Road lock and shut off the canal just beyond where I'm looking, beyond the bridge. And so the reason is actually now to reinstate the crossing across the A38, which has now caused 2 bridges because it's a roundabout.
The new stretch of canal isn't too far away from the original waterway where the Bristol Road lock used to be. And this is all that's been found of that lock during these excavations. It's hoped it'll be displayed once the canal is up and running. But when you look at the scale and challenges of this project, it's easy to forget that much of it has been built during the pandemic.
We've worked all the way through lockdown, observing government guidelines, but it's been difficult because material plants have shut down, so it's been hard getting stuff to site. So normally a construction project of this scale would be hard, but this has been particularly difficult.
This part of the project costs £4 million and it's been paid for by the government, who technically, of course, took the canal away back in the 70s in favour of the M5.
We were given extra money to spend beyond what we call business as usual. We can only spend it on those types of things. And it was things like cycling, walking, and in this case, cultural heritage. So it's kind of restoring the things from the past that have been impacted by our network over generations.
There is a romance about restoring the Stroudwater navigation, but this project is much more than that. When finished, it'll bring boaters in from the national canal network into the heart of Stroud, boosting the economy of the district, studies suggest, to the tune of around £5 million a year. And you think this is impressive? Well, there is more to come. There's the little matter of routing this canal right under the M5 and building a new railway bridge. It's all in a day's work to the project team at the Canals Trust. And then at the end of this month, they'll find out whether they've been successful in a bid for £9 million from the National Lottery Heritage Fund, which will mean they can finally finish this decades-old project to restore this beautiful canal and see boaters and visitors return to the 18th century Stroudwater navigation within 4 years' time.
You have found the romance in building work. I love it. Thank you so much, Steve.